If things didn't go as I expected, within a few visits with this baby, I would call Randy and inevitably get his voicemail. I would be like, I've got this 13-week-old, but here's what's going on and I can't figure it out. Instead of calling me back, he would leave me a voicemail that says, you're never going to be able to clear this unless you get that hiatal hernia released first. He could see so clearly, and I would go and do the thing, and it would completely handle it. And by the time I was probably 26, I had been connected to a chiropractor out of Chicago who was testing me virtually. And I would call him up and say, here's the deal. We'd have a very brief 15-20 minute conversation, and 3 days later, a few supplements would land on my doorstep, and I would take them, and it would handle all the things that were there. And he and I developed such a great relationship, such that if I'm doing some cranial sacral work on a baby, rough traumatic birth, blood transfusion and pregnancy, all kinds of stuff, could feel the viscosity of the tissue. It would be like when you go to try to take a lid off a jar of salsa and you feel it pop. It's like waiting for the pop, waiting for the release, but the release would never happen. I could also just stand at the end of the table and hold somebody's feet in my hands, close my eyes and have this little skeleton light up in front of me with little X's and arrows, being very energetically tuned in and connected. Then I began to use muscle testing as the validation for what my intuition was telling me, versus use the muscle test to find out what area of the body goes weak.